Hi guys, it's Jen. Today is technically Monday, April 6th, 2020. It is just before 1 a.m. Having pretty much a sleepless night. Really huge energies all day Sunday, which was technically yesterday, as well as pretty much for me the past 2 weeks straight between the equinox and the 444 portal and new moon and certain planetary placements right now within my chart. So I wanted to start off and do something differently officially on my YouTube channel here. I have a copyright statement that I put in my description box in every video. And I did that just to protect myself from anyone stealing any of my work or anything. But I was leaving something very important out, and that is when I come on to do a video, whether it's recorded or live stream, it is truly myself and another, you, the viewer, having a conversation. And I need to protect that space too. So I am going to, first of all, light some sage that I have. And anyone out there, in order to cleanse your space or your aura, your home, what have you, you can use anything that you like, whether that's crystals, gemstones, whether you say a prayer, whether you use sage. So I do a combination, but whatever works for you that just feels right to you inside, that's always what you choose. What that inside, like without a doubt, this is it, this is me, then that's what you choose, your first instinct. So I am just going to take this time to be grateful for life, grateful to be here, and happy to meet you. My name is Jen, for those of you who don't know, and welcome to my channel. So tonight I just wanted to read something, and I'm going to bless this space now and protect it, seal in all beneficial energies, serving our highest and greatest good, and releasing all negative energies which do not serve our greatest, highest good. I'm calling my highest aspect of myself forward now, which is what you would call your God presence. And I thank the Creator. Thank you, Earth, and spirit guides, companions, guardians. So I'm calling forth my spirit companions to be present now. And I'm going to light this sage. To clear, cleanse, and balance. And I'm sending healing, cleansing, clearing, very much love, blessings, light, peace, respect, and gratitude. this baby burn for a little bit here on my candle. And what I did is, for those of you who don't know, I sometimes use my personal Bible as sort of tarot, if you will, where I will hold it and I will wait for my intuition, ask Spirit for guidance, ask God a question. I need help with such and such. Can you please provide an answer? And then I just flip it open to wherever I feel guided to open it to, and there's always a message there. So tonight I said, what can I give? What can I read to the collective, all of you, to give some hope or inspiration today? And I opened to the book of James in the New Testament. And the funny thing is, on this page, I have some pictures of my eldest son here. So, almost 22 years ago and current. And also, the reason his pictures are here is because that's his middle name, is James. And the third, not a coincidence, is the page in my Bible here is, if you see the prior page, it is 10:10. This is 10:11, and that is my middle son Jonathan's birthday, 10:11. So I thought that was really neat. So the chapter, I'm just going to read chapter 1, and it's broken down into 2 sections. And the first section is entitled Testing of Your Faith. And the second section is Hearing and Doing the Word. Okay, so here we go. James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes in the dispersion. Greetings. Count it all joy, my brothers and sisters, when you meet trials of various kinds. For you know that the testing of your faith produces steadfastness. And let steadfastness have its full effect, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing. If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given him. But let him ask in faith, with no doubting, for the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea that is driven and tossed by the wind. For that person must not suppose that he will receive anything from the Lord. He is a double-minded man, unstable in all his ways. Let the lowly brother boast in his exaltation, and the rich in his humiliation, because like a flower of the grass, he will pass away. For the sun rises with its scorching heat and withers the grass. Its flower falls and its beauty perishes. So also will the rich man fade away in the midst of his pursuits. Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial. For when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life, which God has promised to those who love him. Let no one say when he is tempted, I am being tempted by God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, and he himself tempts no one. But each person is tempted when he is lured and enticed by his own desires. Then desire, when it has conceived, gives birth to sin. And sin, when it is fully grown, brings forth death. Do not be deceived, my beloved brothers and sisters. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow due to change. Of his own will he brought us forth by the word of truth, that we should be a kind of first fruits of his creatures. Know this, my beloved brothers and sisters, let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger. For the anger of man does not produce the righteousness of God. Therefore, put away all filthiness and rampant wickedness, and receive with meekness the implanted word, which is able to save your souls. But be doers of the word, and not just hearers only, deceiving yourselves. For if anyone is a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like a man who looks intently at his natural face in a mirror. For he looks at himself and goes away, and at once forgets what he was like. But the one who looks into the perfect law, the law of liberty, and perseveres, being no hearer who forgets, but a doer who acts, he will be blessed in his doing. If anyone thinks he is religious and does not bridle his tongue, but deceives his heart, this person's religion is worthless. Religion that is pure and undefiled before God the Father is this: to visit orphans and widows in their affliction, and to keep oneself unstained from the world. So I think all of us can pretty much say here in 2020 today that we're going through some turbulent times. And change, which this is a time of change for the earth, for humanity, for the nations of this world, for the cosmos, for the plants, for the animals. And change is turbulent. I know I can remember my adolescent and teenage years. So not too pretty, not too comfortable. So I thought this was nice in that it just lets you know that by faith alone, that's all you need. You don't need anybody to prove anything. It's just, God promises, then I'm just going to have faith, and I'm just going to know that I'm promised by the Father, the Mother, however it is, the power, the higher power, the Creator, Maker of all, from which we all come from. One divine source, spark. And it is God's source's promise to us that if we just believe and we follow that divine will of living in a good way, that we will be assisted and blessed And there it is again. So I have found in this world that I can't really count on much or many. Never have been able to. So I always contemplated God my entire life. And by doing that, I got to go on insight and wise morals of stories of things, meanings of things, in which I would have something given to me like an answer by God or a vision of something or a memory of something, but yet I would have to back it up and learn about it or study it or find out what deeper meaning it has. And that gave me time to contemplate and then to learn and develop that, rapport back and forth for conversation, which would be communion. You're communicating intimately one-on-one with another. Because I figured anyways, well, seeing is how 99.99% of people and everything that I see basically around me is flawed, including myself. I'm going to go straight to the perfect source, because do I want an answer for something of facts that I don't know whether it's true or false or accurate or not? Or do I want a gift of the inner vision or sight within that is given, shown to me by Source, our perfect divine origin? Let me think about that one. So, of course, I'm going to choose the PhD over the dropout. So, there's chapter 1, book of James. I hope you know that if you walk with God and you ask God to walk with you, ask and you shall receive. And the best PhD teacher, Jesus, man. I told my son, I have a 21-year-old, almost 22, and I said, I don't care if you, whatever else in the Bible, if you read or don't read, I said, all I want you to do is go to the New Testament, the first 4 books. They're called the Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. And there's red letters in there. And I said, whenever you see the red letters, that's when Jesus spoke. So just read the red letters. That's all you need to know. Follow that kind of example. You're golden. So pretty easy to work with. But it's a great place to start. So I would recommend it to you, because private school, public school, Catholic, all these things, my own study and research. Yeah, he's the best. Love you guys. Peace.